Hello there and happy Wednesday. It's Wellness Wednesday. This is Mary Fulton with Mary Fulton Fit. And today's topic is, why am I not seeing changes? So today we have a special guest appearance. So I'm excited for people to jump on. I'm going to give you guys a second to jump on with me. And we're going to have some talks tonight. And when you jump on, please put in the chat box, I'm here. Or send me a little heart. Do you like these little guys? These guys came in handy. Rita's in the house. Rita, say, presente. Say, estoy aquí. Y estoy lista para aprender. I'm really hyper. It's because my special guest is here. And we were cracking up before we started. So now I can't control myself. Okay, so here we go. Everybody. Mary Fulton just saw a squirrel. She is ready and focused. Okay, yes, hello, Melissa. Hi, Lacine. Hola, ¿cómo están? Okay, so let's get started. How many of you have felt like you hit a plateau and you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm doing everything I can and I am not seeing changes? Can I get a heart or a thumbs up if that has ever happened to you in your health and fitness journey? One of these guys right here. Ooh, am I making you dizzy? Let's go, let's go. I need some hearts. I need some thumbs up. Show me. Let's go. There it is. There it is. I love it. Me too. So many times. Been on yo-yo diets. I've done all kinds of things and wondered what was happening. So maybe you're working out 7 days a week and you're just like, oh my gosh, I haven't even dropped a pound. Or maybe you feel like you're eating celery all day long and you're just not, not eating enough, but you feel like you're starving. Have you ever felt that way before? Or maybe you just feel like nothing is changing no matter what you do. You've tried all the programs, you've done all the challenges, and here you are stuck and you're watching other people as they're changing and you're just not sure why it's not happening to you. So I have a question for you. Ooh, I love all the questions out there already. Are you not changing? Or are you just not seeing the changes? And so that's what we're going to talk about tonight. So we have a special guest tonight. My special guest is coming in. Everybody give a big round of applause for Alisha Berman. The sexy Alisha is here tonight. She's so excited to be here. Come closer to me, girl. Yeah. Closer. Right here. And she looks so pretty. Look, we match too. We didn't plan that. No. Look, Mary Fulton Fit water bottle. Get yours at Mary Fulton Fit. Yes. Yes. She's cheating on me with the sticker. That's an imposter. It's coming. It's coming. I'm kidding. Okay, guys. So Alisha, tonight I'm just going to be interviewing her, and then we can ask, and we're going to open some Q&A questions for her at the end as well. So we just want, our topic tonight is, why am I not seeing changes? And so we just want you to share. So go, girl. The floor is yours.
Okay.
Scoot in this way so I can see you closer. I'll just be right here.
So where to start, right? I think when we went into quarantine, I started working out with you on Facebook Live. I was doing great. I was like, I'm doing this. I've got this. I had been with you for about almost a year and a half or so. Yeah. And we were at a point where it was Morning Madness with Mary, and I was on fire. And it was 3 months in, and I was on fire. I was doing so well, and we were like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. And then, the gym shut down, everything changed, the kids were home, I don't know, we lost income. It was just like one thing after another happened to us. And so the first month and a half, I was like, okay, I got this. And then all those things started happening, and I just went, I'm overwhelmed, and I'm not okay. Like, I'm just not okay anymore. So then I was like, okay, I got to get back. And I would do a week of a day here, a day there. And then I wouldn't do another week. And I would try a challenge. And then I didn't even do one challenge.
And you're talking about this during COVID. So you were doing some of my classes and a challenge here and there. Okay.
Yeah, I did the first challenge that you offered. And then you did the hover challenge. The burpee challenge. And I was like, I was already by that point, I was like, I'm not in a good place.
Okay.
Like, I'm not.
So you had mentally kind of had a moment where your mindset wasn't in the right place.
And then you put a post out, and it was about, I think, where do you want to go, your goals, where do you want to be? And you looked really, sexy in it, huh?
Oh.
Yeah, I know. It was like one of those ones that was really, and
was it the one on the railroad tracks?
I think
so. Okay, I like that one.
I just, instead of even acknowledging that I don't even know where I'm going or what I'm doing, I just put flames for you, because it was such a good picture of you.
Thank you.
And you wrote back, no, really, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? What are your goals? And I was like, oh no, now she's putting me on the spot, right?
I like to put people on the spot, Alisha.
And then 4 days later, or 5 days later, you texted me, and
That's right.
I cried. Like, I just cried because I knew I wasn't doing well. I wasn't able to really find whatever was going on. It was completely overwhelming. And so we started out with our...
So it's kind of funny because I was feeling very emotional at the same time. So we were both at a kind of a breaking point where we wanted to make change and move. For me, my legs were out of commission and I had to think outside the box. Like, what am I going to do? I still need to help my people. What do I do? I can't give up, right? So for her too, she felt like she felt paralyzed too. And she didn't want to give up. And I feel like God brought us together because right away she was the first. I said, I need legs. And God was like, Alisha has legs. And I was like, she does. Sexy ones. And so I texted her and we didn't even talk on the phone.
No.
But we were both crying through text. Like, I was bawling my eyes out.
I know. And I cried. I cried the minute you texted and said, I have this idea. And I think you said, I need your legs.
I need your legs. And I actually texted the wrong Alisha. There was another one. Anyways, it's another story. But so she said yes.
I cried and I said yes, like instantly, right?
Yeah.
Like I didn't think about it. I responded quickly and I was like, yes, this is what I need this. Yes.
And she's like, what do I need to pay you? I'm like, no, I just need your legs.
And I was like, I am happy to be legs for you. And well, I didn't really know what I was doing, right? Like
she didn't know that she was going to touch so many lives. And I told her the first day she walked in, I said, are you ready? Because there's a lot of people out there. And I didn't realize it either. I said, but when we push that button, something special happens. And it's been fun having you with me. And it's been amazing. But we want to hear more about how, like, you guys saw her post, right? Like, can we give her some hearts and thumbs up if you saw some changes in her body? Yes or no in that picture she posted on my page. Some of you maybe haven't seen it, but she posted, actually it was yesterday. I was like, hey girl, I'm watching you on the video, and I don't know. And I took the pictures and said, oh my gosh, let's put them side by side. Because I've been seeing her too every day. So I didn't notice the changes because I don't even remember. I see her like I see my kids. So when I put them side by side, I was like, oh my gosh, Alisha. So Alisha, how did you feel? So tell us, you hit the plateau, you came to class. Now kind of give us a little bit more info because I know you have to go to gymnastics.
Yes, not me going to gymnastics. Yes, we talked about, food, and quarantine was, I was great, and then it was like, oh, eat, bake, what do we have to do? More cooking, more food, and I just fell off. So when we joined again, you were like, you've got to, Rain, get yourself back, I wasn't feeling great physically, I'll be honest, because of what I was eating and drinking, and it was getting to a point where I probably would have, 2 glasses of wine 3 to 4 times a week.
Okay.
Like that was just, because that was the new thing that I was going to do now since everything was falling apart, right?
Okay.
But I wasn't feeling great. I wasn't feeling like this is what really is going to help me, like be strong and deal with everything that I've got to accomplish. And then, so I said, okay, I will do this. Like you say, I got to do this. I will do this because I knew, I've been with you for a while, and I was like, how much of what you eat is so important, and what we put in our bodies, and just, how it makes you show up each day. It's not even just like to lose weight or to be fit. It's really just about like how you feel, right?
Totally.
And I already knew I wasn't feeling great, so the line I knew was not working. The chocolate cake was not working. It wasn't.
But it's okay to have it, right? You're not saying you don't ever have it.
I do have it still, yes.
But you're saying that
every day
was making you feel yucky.
Yeah.
What were some of your fears when you stepped into that room? Because there were some disempowering beliefs you would kind of shout out, and that you've overcome now. Because we want to hear these. We want to hear her journey.
I know.
Tell us more, Alisha.
It's so funny. I just shared with you this morning that when we first started out, I actually was looking for all the negative comments. I was looking for people to say, this girl does not belong in your videos, get someone else. And I really did go out there looking for that and expecting to find that. I did not find that, and that'll make me really emotional. I instead found the exact opposite, which was not something that I expected. And it was a really hard thing. Like I shared in a post to our squat challenge that the first, after the second workout, I think that was Tuesday, I mean, I couldn't move. Like, I couldn't move after the first workout, and then after the second one, like, I really couldn't move. And it was like Frankenstein was going through the house.
Give her a thumbs up if you felt like that after a workout. You can't move.
And I will share that, I committed to you. We had said like 4 weeks, for your leg, right? Like 3-4 weeks to get better. And my son, he plays baseball, and he decided he did not want to do this particular thing that we wanted him to do. And I said, okay, I'll respect that. But I was in pain, I was sore at this point, and my husband looked at me and he said, well, what are you going to do? And I was really upset with my son at this moment. And he looked at me about the commitment and all this stuff, and he was like, you committed. And I was like,
good job, Corey. Good job, Bermanator.
So that first week, I walked around like Frankenstein, and my husband and I would talk about, well, what are you going to do? And I go, I don't know. I think maybe I can just sit and, okay, yeah, I can do it. Yeah, okay. And then
I love this.
And then I'd get on video and I'd be like, just keep going. Just keep going,
I love it.
And then the second week, it was less painful. And the third week, it was less painful. And so.
But then she went on vacation, so then she experienced some more soreness when she came back.
Yeah, I did.
But, I go through that as an instructor too. Like, as I got hurt, so then I have to come back and get myself back into gear and feel it too. I mean, we all go through that. But what a testimony that you pushed through.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear those, like, fears of, like, just being scared to be on camera, which it's totally scary. Poor baby, and then I made her be Ken, and I was Bobby girl, and she didn't even know what she was getting herself into. My husband even said, Alisha, I'm so sorry.
Well, yeah, and then I had a friend who, when I told her what I was doing,
share this one. This one's a big one, because she kept saying this out loud.
She said to me, we were doing this group chat, on video, and she said to me, are you crazy? We're not in our 20s, girl. We're in our 40s. You can't be doing that. And I took that and I said at first to myself, she's right. I'm in my 40s. I can't be doing this. What am I thinking? But like you've shared, like when people tell you can't do something, there's this like underlying like kind of theme for me too. Like the minute you tell me that I can't do something, I'm kind of like, oh no. Like I will show you I can do this. And so then I was like, oh, I will prove that I can do this. And it's the same with my children. Like if you tell me my children can't do something, I'm going to be like, oh no, I will make sure that they can do this. By the time we are done, they will do this,
Right.
And so I kind of sat with that for a little bit, and I was like, what are you doing? Like, you can do this. And I was like, I will show you that I can do this. I will show you I can do this.
I love it.
And then it wasn't even so much I can show my friend I can do this. It was really like, I will show myself that I can do this.
Yes.
Because I can.
And you did, and you have, and it's been awesome to watch. And, and I remember when you said that, and I was like, wait, that's a disempowering belief. I hear it right away. I'm like, you're not too old, right? And that's easy for outsiders to tell us that, or for us to tell ourselves that, and start stacking like, I'm not fit enough, I'm too old, I can't move, I'm scared, and then we start stacking, and all of a sudden we're here, right? We're this small. But instead to say, I'm strong, I can do this, and start to empower yourself and say, I've got this, and I'm not going to be perfect, but I get it.
Right.
And then the changes. How did you feel when we looked at those pictures last night and I sent them to you?
Well, we had talked about 4 weeks. And we had talked about like, okay, and let's see the transformation and whatnot. And so it was kind of like last week, I think was 4 weeks. And I realized, oh, we haven't even talked about like, So I went and found the first video. And then I found, the one from yesterday. And I was like, oh my God.
She saw it.
And then I was, flying around the house to my husband, like, look, and he was like, but he's been like a real big advocate. Like he's like,
he's been cheering you on.
Yeah, he's been
I have kind of a personal question to ask you, and you don't have to answer it, but because a lot of us focus on the scale, right? And the reason why I'm asking her this specific question is because, did you see a change in the scale, like a big dramatic change or a small change?
No, I see, that by being consistent with what I'm doing, not only do I feel better, and literally I feel better. Like if there's a fine line between indulging a little bit and indulging a lot, and my body is very clear about when I've indulged a lot and I don't feel well, and I know I can't do that. Like I'm like, it's just not going to work anymore. I'm just not able to do that. With the scale, I do see things, but not like these huge leaps.
Do you mind sharing? Because I think it's going to be very empowering for you guys, because you saw her before and after picture. And if I had you guess how many pounds she lost that you think she lost, you might throw up there a certain number and you might be surprised. So how many pounds do you think it's been that you've lost?
It's about 6 right now.
6, right? But if you look at that picture, you might say, dude, did you drop like 15, 16 pounds? Because that's how it looks. Some of you guys said to me, actually, when I first started this COVID thing, I had one instructor friend ask me, Mary, did you lose 20 pounds? And I was like, 20? Good Lord. I mean, I don't think I had 20 to lose, but no, I lost 5. Like, but what happened in the garage, because that's what happens, baby, her 6 pounds, yes, she lost some fat, but her body, and remember, because people get confused, muscle and fat, does it weigh the same or more? It's just a different volume, right? Just like if I put a pound of, I can't think of the word, feathers, and a pound of potatoes, they're going to look different. I couldn't think of paper clips. That's what I was going to say. But they would look different in volume, right? So like 5 pounds of fat looks like this. 5 pounds of muscle looks like this, and about 5 pounds of fat looks like this. So they just take up a different volume. So your body just reshaped itself. You toned up. You got more muscle on your body. We didn't do a body fat test because I don't have the clipper things here or the little handheld. But so she lost 6 pounds, but her body changed. It's not about the scale. It's about you saw it. So you might be stuck at home saying, I'm not seeing changes. I'm doing all these workouts and I'm doing all these different things. I know you have to go. But so I know you might have some questions for her, and then I can kind of keep going after this. Do you guys have some questions for her? Let's see. I see a lot. I would do other things on Facebook when I'm not allowed. Oh, oh my gosh, Jill, you're crazy. Okay, fat to muscle, yet my body is more curvy and my fat is hard. You are so funny, Jill. You're cracking me up. Do you guys have some questions? We have her for like another minute or two about her journey. Or is there like one last thing you kind of want to leave them with? Because we were saying in here, and I'm going to leave you with this with you too, but so, you need to measure yourself and have some sort of system, because you're not going to see it. She saw it because she took 2 pictures side by side to see the changes, but she wasn't really seeing it. And maybe you were even getting frustrated because you thought 6 pounds wasn't enough. Maybe she wanted to lose 20 in 4 weeks. Right. I don't know.
Right.
But like, do you feel better in your clothes? And like, so give them the last shout out in your last 2 minutes, because I know you need to go. I'll be quiet.
So I obviously have a job, right? I have 2 kids, I have a job, I have a husband. And in going through all that we had to endure, and our dog got cancer after my husband, and, the job and the kids home and all this stuff, like it was just like boom, boom, boom. And I just recently said this to people who I work with, who have asked me, how are you doing? And instead of it, that we've been joking that that's a loaded question right now during all of this. And so I've been responding, I'm great. And then they're looking at me like I'm the weirdest person ever, right? Because they're like, well, no one is great right now. And so I've shared, I said, I've been working out, it's with my trainer, and it's, several days a week. And it's literally the way that I know that I can show up, because we have a lot of stress. We have a lot going on. I have to do this. I have to do that. I manage, I manage a few people at my job. And I'm like, so instead of waking up and shuffling to my computer, like, oh, I wake up, I go work out with you, I come back, and I'm like, all right, boom, let's do this.
She's a state of mind. Boom, her shoulders are back, her chest is out.
Yeah, like
She's
really.
shaked her booty.
And then when people ask me how I am, I'm like, oh, I'm great. I'm great. I'm feeling great today.
I love it.
But that's because I worked out.
Yes. And the little secret behind the scenes of me and Alisha, sometimes we cry together, sometimes we laugh together, sometimes we just shake our butts together. But we always say to each other, what are we grateful for today?
Yeah.
No matter what happened the night before, if she had a bad night or I did, and we're like, 3 things, boom, let's say them. Sometimes we pray together. Sometimes we hug and we cry together, and then we turn on the camera and we're like, what's up? Because we got to show up.
Yeah.
But how are we going to show up, right? We're going to show up like this, or are we going to show up in that peak state? Because there's always something to be grateful for. Always.
Yeah, I shared with you about, I had a very good friend, like a best friend, and I lost her about a year ago, a little over a year. And when that happened, and we were young, and we are young, I realized that every single day I wake up is truly a gift. It's a gift to be with you. It's a gift to be here. It's a gift to yell at my kids, frankly, like, to be honest. Like, and that sounds so silly. It sounds ridiculous, but it's like I wake up and I'm like, I am here. I am here. Even though, like, it's super, one of those things that I think we just wake up and instead you're like, oh, it's Wednesday. I've really, like, when I find myself going, it's Wednesday. Oh, I'm like, it's Wednesday and I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here. I got to wake up today.
Right? I love that.
It really changed my perspective on so much. And I say to Mary that she reminds me of her in a lot of ways, that they have that light in them, and you have a light too. So
thank you. I feel like God sent her as my little angel because I felt like I was in need of a friend, like one that you could touch. And so sometimes you need a friend you can touch. I like to touch things and smell them. So it's been nice having her in the garage with me, and whenever she says she's gonna leave, I'm like, what the heck? You're not going anywhere. I'm locking the doors. I know you have to go. Okay, she's actually gonna leave to gymnastics. If you have some questions too, what else? Okay, any other last questions? One last question, both of you. This is a wonderful group. Has changed my body, state of mind, positive and beautiful way. Oh, we love it.
Somebody asked how we survived the heat.
Oh, we just grateful that we sweat, that we feel good.
I was like, I think you see how I survive based on the redness of my face.
We take an occasional open the door really quick, and then I told you I was going to get an air conditioner for her, but there was none at the stores anywhere. But this week, God cooled it down so that I wouldn't lose her as a helper.
Yes, it was so much better. Yes.
So, but as she goes, you guys, I'm not going to go. I'm going to finish you up with 3 little tips to help you, kind of like we helped Alisha, and just so that you feel on track. So let's give her a round of applause. Thank you for being with us tonight.
I really thank you.
Mary Fulton Fit. Mary Fulton Fit really appreciates you.
I wish I could, like, it's like kind of like one of those virtual hug things.
Yes, let's all hug.
I know that at some point, we will.
That wasn't a hug. That wasn't a hug. Alisha, will you hug me?
Oh, of course.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, I love you so much.
Doesn't her hair look good? She's so sexy today.
God.
I love it. Yay, thank you, Alisha. Well, thank you. Go get Ruby.
Okay.
And Ruby was playing with Cliff, so that was perfect. Well, I know you guys really enjoyed having Alisha on tonight. And before we go, if there's questions you guys have, I want to answer those. And also, I just want to tap into, kind of setting some little simple goals to help you feel, oh, Alisha, that door doesn't open. Oh. I'm sorry, you're going to have to walk and burn a couple extra calories. A couple of things for, thank you, Rita, love you too, just to help you. So with Alisha and just with all of us on this journey, you've been working out with me in the garage, or you're doing a challenge, or maybe you're not even working out with me, you're just stopping by right now. And there's a couple things I want to tell you too. Number 1 is you do need rest. So some of you are powerhouse crazy and you don't want to take any rest days, and you work out 7 days a week, okay? So there are days where you can be active recovery too. If you are really busy and stuff, you like to take hikes and you like to walk, that's fine. But you need to make sure that your body recharges and rests. When your body rests, that's when you're able to rebuild the muscles, okay? So when you are working the muscles, you're tearing tiny little microscopic tears you can't see, okay? But if you don't rest, they can't build and get stronger for you and build the muscle. So actually resting is key to your fitness and health journey. Did you guys hear me? Rest is key. So number 1, if you're working out 7 days a week, let's change that up a little bit. You can send me your schedule and show me what you're doing so I can help you out, okay? So rest is 1. Okay, and number 2, taking a nap. That sounds great, Donna. Take a nap. Rest. Number 2 that's really important is that I wanted to talk about was set a measurable goal. Okay? So I don't know what you're doing out there with your foods or your workouts, but set something measurable for the week. Okay? So like, it doesn't have to start on Monday. Everyone wants to start on Monday. You could start today if you want for tomorrow. Why not? I mean, you're alive tomorrow if we wake up, right? So you could say, hey, tomorrow I'm gonna make sure I take a walk, or make sure I'm gonna do a 30-minute MF core class, or I'm gonna take a spin class with, Susie Q on Peloton, whatever it is, and just set it in your schedule. Make something feasible for yourself. So make sure that you have something that's measurable for you that you can sustain. Hey, Cliff. All right, something measurable that you can sustain, something doable. So I'm gonna work out. There's 7 days in a week. You're just starting out, start with 3. Don't start with 7, okay? Because then by day 2, if you're sore and you don't make it, you're gonna feel like you failed and you didn't. So 3 days a week, then you can up it, okay? Then the second thing I wanna say is measure yourself in some way. So if you feel like you aren't seeing changes, you're not maybe looking at the right things. Because if you have been working out with me, I will tell you this and guarantee that your push-ups look better and they're stronger. Your core is totally strong. Your squats are better. You're developing muscles in places that you've never seen or felt. I'm sure your clothes fits differently than it used to. The scale doesn't measure everything, okay? And it changes every day. Don't weigh in every day. Oh my gosh, you're gonna go crazy. You drink water, you drink pizza, like it just goes crazy. So you want to weigh yourself, maybe do it every week, every other week, once a month to kind of gauge it. Everybody has a different way, but measure it somehow. So measure yourself or take a picture. You know what? Say this. Gosh, I haven't been on point, but I'm going to really work on drinking more water, taking Mary's classes 3 days a week. And I'm going to start today. So I'm going to take a quick selfie so I can see what I look like today in this outfit. And then in 3 weeks, take another picture. And I promise you will see that your body change. It's just that you see yourself every day. And then if the scale doesn't say what you wanted it to say, you get down on yourself and then you think it's not working. But are you stronger? Yes. Can you hold a hover? Some people came to me, they couldn't hold a hover for 30 seconds. They held it for 5 minutes. You're telling me your body hasn't changed? You're telling me you haven't changed? You've changed. You just aren't seeing exactly what you want it to look like, or maybe what you think it's going to look like, right? Right? Your hover is really improved. I love it, Kyla. Oh, you're frustrated with not closing your rings. Okay, well, maybe find a time that you need to go and take another lap around the neighborhood, right? To get it going. Sign up please sign up for the push-up challenge today. My booty looks like a beautiful peach now. I love it, Donna. It does. I sent you a peach today. Working out with you is what got me through the pandemic. I feel awesome. I love it, Melissa. Yay! So, and then the last thing I wanted to say was, and I don't focus a lot on telling you, like, do this diet, and I know that you're all kind of waiting for that. That's a strategy, right? So I do simple right now. I just say, eat more veggies, and I say this all the time, and drink more water, and then move more. I mean, I'm really keeping it simple for you, but you will see changes that way. I knew a lady, when I worked at Weight Watchers, I don't know if you guys know that. I worked at WW, and one lady there, her story was so amazing. She only walked. That's all she did. I'm just saying that because I'm crazy cardio lady, right? She walked. She lost 95 pounds walking. Just walking every day. I have another friend that I was her leader, and she lost 50 pounds. All she did was go on walks with her husband every night. She would make sure she walked every day for 30 minutes. Just walked. And what did she do? She watched what she ate. She really learned how to cook in healthier ways for herself, and she really listened to her body. And I love what Alisha said tonight about how she felt when she mentioned that she was really stressed out, so she was drinking more wine to kind of get through it. So for each one of us, I want you to just kind of say to yourself, or you can put it in the chat box if you want to share, what's something that you go to when you're stressed out or you have a certain emotion that is maybe having a negative impact on your health? So it could be, you race to a dessert every night to just calm you, or maybe you, these little indulgences, which they're not bad, but how do they make you feel afterwards is really important, right? So if some of these things are making you feel really sluggish and lethargic, and you're not dealing with yourself and your mindset, then those are things to look at, right? Because sometimes we think it's just, people who, they're boozing it up because they're moms, right? But what about the mom that's like eating pints of Ben and Jerry's, right? Because she's stressed out. She just doesn't like wine. Who are you talking about? Mary Fulton? Just kidding. Ice cream was like my key thing for relaxation many years ago. And I think I shared this with you guys. And I love ice cream, but I would have it every night. And I was a fitness instructor. I could have had it every night and you would have never known I had it because number one, I was in early 30s. And number two, I could eat it because I was burning so many calories. But I actually curbed myself from having dessert every night because I didn't want to become diabetic. So I got worried. Then I thought, oh my gosh, yes, I can have this, but I'm doing it to calm me down. Do I really need ice cream to calm me down? Do I really need wine to calm me down? I don't know, right? Or can I change my state of mind with different triggers? And for me, I was able to let go of that ice cream. Now, here and there, I'll have a dessert, but it's not a need like it used to be. Like I had to have it every single night. It became a habit. So we can also create those new habits that maybe it's time to go for a walk with your family. Maybe it's time to, if you're stressed out, you just put on dance music and you dance it out. Or you put on one of my videos and you work out. It makes you feel better. Creating new habits to be healthier and feeling healthier, right? Yes. So any questions? You have taught me how to eat better in such an easy way. That's how I'm sticking to it. Oh my gosh, Donna, you just made my day. That was like the best. Like you made me so happy that you just said that because I wonder and I hope that I'm helping people in an easy, simple way. I'd like to develop some type of program in the future that's simple like this, that could just help people, just lead them in a way that doesn't feel threatening or scary. I've been on so many diet plans and done so many things. So I finally have kind of found this really good space and it includes that mindset piece and everything. So I need to develop something. On the rise. This back injury really interfered with my squat challenge participation, but I know I'll get stronger with all the others. Lisa, just keep drinking your water and eating your veggies and do something else instead of squats. So if your back's bothering you, I have somebody else who their knee is hurt from something else. So you could do some bicep curls. You could do something like that to keep it simple. Okay? I still feel young, like my same old self, but my body doesn't agree. Well, Rita, I want you to listen to your body though, okay? So it's not that you're old. It's not that I'm old, but sometimes, and maybe some of the things that we used to do all the time are too much impact, so then we just need to modify them. It doesn't mean we can't keep moving. It's just that we're moving a little bit differently, moving with more intention, more mindset, moving slower, thinking more about our body, yeah? And don't let it discourage you. You really helped me get inspired through this. Yay, I'm so glad. Hi, Donna. And by the way, guys, if you're in my push-up challenge and you got an email and there's like a link that's wrong, I'm going to fix it after this video, okay? That's my homework tonight. But I just wanted to tell you guys that why am I not seeing changes was the beginning. And I just want to tell you, the changes are there. You just need to be able to measure them, okay? So before you leave, what are the things you need to do? Number one, set a goal that is doable for you. Something doable and simple. And if you need help with it, just send me a message. I'll help you out. Okay? Number two, measure yourself. Take some pictures. Take some measurements. You got to have stats, right? I mean, how does someone do a science project or something like that? They have the before and then they have the after. If you don't have any before and afters, you're never going to know. Okay? So it's all about knowing and having some data. So use your data. Use yourself as data. Maybe start with something simple like I can do 2 push-ups. And then at the end of my challenge, you can see, oh my gosh, I can, maybe when you started, you couldn't do any on your toes. And by the end, you can do 10 on your toes. Is that not an accomplishment? Yes. It's a non-scale victory, as they would say in WW. It's a non-scale victory, but it's a victory. And then the last thing I want to say is just move more and try to fill your body with as many greens as you can and water. Okay, guys, measurable goals. Yay, I love it. You took big pictures at the beginning of the squat. Awesome. I saw that squat booty, Rita. That thing was, whoo, fire. So, anyways, that is it for tonight, you guys. It's been so fun. You guys all stayed on. There were so many of you on when Alisha was here. I know that we enjoyed having her as a special guest speaker, and she's the best. And so I'm glad she got to share her story. Because I know sometimes for you, you might look at me as like, well, you're the instructor, you're the trainer, so, you know, you got to be this way or that way. But just so you guys know that I am just like you guys, and I have my story and my journey. And of course, this is my work, right? And so I'm still doing it. But I didn't have to turn the iPad on during COVID either, right? I didn't have to, but I did. And I keep showing up in that garage with you. Number one, you're keeping me accountable. I got to be there, and I love it. But I'm just like you guys, okay? I have my struggles, I have my strengths, I have my weaknesses and my fears. And you just need to know that the journey is, enjoy the journey. And just like Alisha said, being grateful for every moment. And I see a lot of things out there, you guys, before we go, that say, can't wait till 2021, or like, can we forget 2020? And a long time ago, I would have been like, oh yeah, seriously, get rid of 2020. But I'm like, no, we can't get rid of 2020, because 2020 is pivotal and important to who we are in 2021. So let's all dig deep into ourselves and know that 2020 matters to get to 2021. And sometimes we have to go through these hardships to really find ourselves and find our light and find our strength in God and find our new, our diamond in the rough, and sometimes create something out of nothing. Think outside the box. Not everything goes as way we planned it, and most of life doesn't, and it's never controlled. It just feels really different right now because we're wearing masks and the economy is shut down. But if we think outside of it and we think, okay, the economy's shut down, but the world's not, we can do different things. We can start new things and new things with ourselves. It begins with you today. It begins with you realizing that you have made changes and you are making changes, and your body is stronger and you are stronger for it. Your mindset's stronger than it's ever been. I know you've been tuning in and listening and applying as much as you can that I've been learning and sharing with you, and you applying to your life. So know that you are stronger today than you were yesterday, and you needed 2020 to get here. I know Mary Fulton and Mary Fulton Fit needed 2020 to get where we are. Otherwise, we wouldn't be together. So I'm saying, praise the Lord for a little 2020. And a little party never killed nobody. Right? We're going to have a party in 2021 for my birthday. So, and you're all invited. Hey guys, before I check off and leave, sign up for the push-up challenge right now. Go to my shop, Mary Fulton Fit. Pick your push-up tee or tank, and you'll get an email that's correct with the right links, and I'll send it to you tonight. Get a water bottle too. If you order a tank and the water bottle, just know that you're going to get them together, so they're going to take a little bit of time because I got to put my order in, okay? I love you guys. You guys are amazing, right? 2020 changed us, and it's okay. Change is good. Thumbs up and hearts. And we will see you guys tomorrow morning for a little body combat, okay? Love you guys. God bless you. And I'll see you soon. Bye. Yes, you're coming to my party. Make sure you it's a roaring 20s party. So you need like flapper, feathers, and all that fun stuff. So start looking.
Well, why is your hair different?
See you guys soon.
Why is your hair
Bye.
different?
My hair's different? Oh, because I went in the ocean. My hair's all crazy. All right. Bye,
No,
guys.
your hair is different color.
Oh, because all the blondes come in. Cliff wants to know when my hair's different. I need to go brown again. All right. Bye, guys.
But